Hello Snappy and welcome to our English news edition brought to you live by RTD channel. Here are the top stories. Djibouti-China cooperation, beginning of a seminar of economic cooperation. France and Russia. Macron holds frank exchange talks with Putin. Honest discussion between Putin and newly elected President of France, Macron. That was the headlines, and now to the national news. The seminar on economic cooperation between Shenzhen and Djibouti is organized this morning by the Chinese group Investing at Shenzhen. Invest Shenzhen is an organization that is assigned by the municipality for role of attract foreign investment. The major role of Invest Shenzhen is the consolidation and also the promotion of the world investment as well as the market disadvantage. The agency Invest Shenzhen is mandated by the Chinese government to make the investment project and talented professionals. Invest Shenzhen is dedicated to promote the services, first and professional of the Chinese government. The ceremony took place of the participation of several men of Djiboutian affairs and also foreign businessmen had seen the presence of the President of the Port Authorities, Mr. Bakar Omar Hadi. In his speech, he has made a brief review to the growth and also the potentiality that can offer the Djiboutian infrastructures.
In the development of Djibouti, and a proud moment for both countries. Ethiopia double-digit economic growth for the past decades is a huge success story for the region and Djibouti. Djibouti-Ethiopia relationship has been widely recognized as a model for regional integration. Port activities and maritime sector already account for more than 70% of Djibouti GDP. For this reason, we are investing more than $15 billion in infrastructure, maritime infrastructure and transport and energy. This includes 2 new ports that will be opened next month, the port of Tajura and the port of Gubet. The first one for the export of the potash, the second one for the export of the salt. We also building a heavy industrial free zone in the Mejog with the projects such as a power plant, oil refinery, ship repair yard and cement factory. We will also start the construction of another container terminal, Dorale International Container Terminal, to suit the market demand.
The ambassador of Djibouti in Somalia, Dr. Adan Hassan Adan, has participated in the ceremony of an investiture of the newly elected president of the federal state, Galmudug, Mr. Ahmed Gille Haf. At the center of the Somalia, the diplomat of Djibouti has, on the occasion of this ceremony, held a brief speech in which he congratulated the new president of Galmudug while ensuring the constant support of the Republic of Djibouti in the establishment and also the strengthening of the institution in the foreign sovereign federal level and also regional.
The ambassador of the Republic of Djibouti accredited in Somalia, Dr. Adan Hassan Adan, presented a gift to life intended to cover the food needed of the center during the pleased month of Ramadan to the orphanage in the district of Bonder of the Somali capital, Mogadishu. The center built a few years ago by the President of the Republic of Djibouti, His Excellency Mr. Mohamed Gili, welcomes more than 300 orphan girls to which it provides educational program. The center also homes to the children of families, mostly the means of the commune of Bandar. The Djiboutian ambassador satisfied as to the quality of the accommodation and maintenance of the building and has made a frequent tribute to the locational staff in charge of the orphanage administrations.
And now the most important of the humanitarian project of the organization called Kuwaiti Al-Rahma International. The complex has accomplished since its inauguration up to date great achievements in various fields, namely education, health or social development, under the supervision of the Secretary for Social Affairs, the Ministry of Health and also the competent institution. Thanks to the enlightened policies initiated by the government of Djibouti under the leadership of the President, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Margella, the programs of social support as well as humanitarian and charity activities aimed to reducing vulnerability, especially the segment of orphans, have experienced over the past 4 decades of great success. Among the charities that have played a leading role in the promotion of the humanitarian action in Djibouti are Rahma International Organization, which oversees the complex Al-Rahma located in the Hodan city of the commune of Balbala. The complex Al-Rahma was inaugurated by the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margella, on 26 June 2007, and this inauguration coincides the celebration of the 30th anniversary of national independence. Al-Rahma International Organization has contributed through this complex to the provision of education for the orphan children and also children of poor families to Balbala, in addition the health care. The regional director of the African Committee of Relief, which represents International Al-Rahma, has to Djibouti, Mr. Abdul Ghani Al-Qurashi, he explained the idea of creation of Complex Al-Rahma in stressing that nearly 350 employees and also workers working in the complex, most of them is from Djibouti, he said. And he continued, the opening of the office of the African Committee of Relief has been in Djibouti in 1999 after the conclusion of an agreement between the organization and also the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which has allowed us to practice the work of charity in Djibouti in various areas. The initiative of the creation of complex has been in the context of activities and also humanitarian programs undertaken by the international organization Al-Rahma of the state of Kuwait for accompanying the effort of the government of Djibouti led by the President Ismail Margella for reducing poverty and also unemployment and improve at the same time the condition of life of the layers, the most vulnerable, in particular children orphaned. This reveals project the exceptional relation and the privileged partnership between the government of Djibouti and Al-Rahma International, the one part, and also on the other hand the fruitful relation between Djibouti and Kuwait. We take this opportunity, he said, to express our sincere thanks to the President of the Republic of Djibouti on its unlimited support and the continued sponsorship of the whole our humanitarian project in Djibouti.
It is in this way that the complex Al-Rahma will remain a symbol of the fruitful cooperation between Djibouti and Kuwait, but also the success of the programs of action and of charity and humanitarian.
The test evaluation certified OTI for the all children through the 5th grade of primary school, which took place on Sunday, May 28, 2017 in the region of Obor, at the same time in the, remaining countries. In total, 318 candidates from 12 schools that include the region, including 2 schools of the chief place and 10 rural schools, have composed this test in 2 centers of review, namely the schools of Obok 1 and also Obok 2. It should be noted that these years, for the first time in the history of the Djiboutian education system, the management of the evaluation, evaluated and certified at the end of the 2nd cycle, has been decentralized. This means that the test for the award, anonymity, the correction, the entry of note, as well as the proclamation of the result after the approval of the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, are taking place in each region of the interior. The issue is to size, since the main objective of this decentralized management of the OTI consists on the one hand to alleviate the problem of overload to the level of the capital in order to enable this test to take place in the best possible condition. This initiative reflects, on the other hand, the desire of the MENFOP to integrate the management of reviews in the national policy of decentralization advocated by the head of state, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Margella. In short, the aim of promoting this smooth operation of this operation, the MENFOP has dispatched in each region of the interior a commission of jury composed of a president, responsible for the secretary, and also responsible of the Caesars, the president of the selection board, Mr. Abdurrahman Diagraju, the first deputy of the program, and also the region of the Obok, Mr. Ali Maki, was present there.
Moving on to the international news, Macron holds frank exchange talks with Putin. President Emmanuel Macron has warned that France will respond immediately to any use of chemical weapons in Syria. It was part of what he called a frank exchange with President Vladimir Putin when he welcomed him to Versailles. Despite being on different sides in the war, Macron also accepted representatives of the Syrian leaders should be at the future talks. The Putin visit is being seen as an opportunity to reset recently frosty relations over alleged politically meddling by Moscow in the French election. But following talks, a revealing at the press conference came to the surface over issues such as Ukraine. Versailles was chosen for the meeting because an exhibition dedicated to Caesar Peter the Great is opening there. The two leaders later visited some of its exhibits. Afterward, Macron said the talks have been coordinated but not innocent.
That's it for today's news. Thanks for watching us and have a wonderful evening.